What is Top Dollar thinking?
I already don't like it.
There is absolutely no way! You gotta be kidding me!
Look, I have to talk about it, okay? It's all over social media, and it's all I see on my feed, so I have to talk about it. Before I even get into what happened on SmackDown and what I thought about it, I just need to skip to this triple threat tag team match between Hit Row versus Viking Raiders versus Legado de Fantasma. So this whole botch of Top Dollar, how he flipped over the rope. Oh my gosh. So initially, did I laugh? Yes. Did I rewind it? Yes. Guilty as charged. But after that, then I was totally concerned because even as Top Dollar was going on through the match after that botch, it was evident that his knee was freaked up and that it was hurting. But thankfully, he let us know on Twitter that, it's all, he already got it checked out. It's all good. Like, his knee gave out, and he really did take that botch like a champ. He really did. He went through it. It was horrible. At least he was able to hit somebody with that move. So it could somewhat make some sort of impact in the match, and then he was just playing it off, B-Fab on the side, like, yeah, just try to play it up and not make it look as horrible as it really was. Overall, the match itself was very action-packed. Like, it was a fun match, and that botch kind of took highlight over everything. But overall, I'm proud of Hit Row. I'm happy that they're getting this opportunity, even though I feel like the only reason why Hit Row won and are going to be able to go up against the Usos for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships next week is because WWE doesn't want to piss on the Viking Raiders or Legado del Fantasma. So they're just like, hey, okay, Hit Row, because you and I both know whoever was going to win this triple threat tag team match and go up against the Usos for the championship was not going to win. So they're like, who's the least, tag team that we can kind of, and it won't really do nothing to them? Hit Row. So that was my mindset about it. So on one side, I was happy that they won and they were able to show off their skills. And like I said, Top Dollar took that junk like a champ. Like, that could have went a whole different way. But they played it off. But what was irritating was the fact that even on social media, people were just clowning Top Dollar. We've seen him do some really cool stuff, and people were saying that he shouldn't have did that move, and if you don't know how to do it, don't do it. And he's done this move several times before, and he even posted up a video on his feed of him doing this move that he tried to do on Friday Night SmackDown. And in this video, he executed it perfectly, and that was when he was 50 pounds heavier. So it's almost like fans forget that wrestlers F up. No one's perfect. It happens. So let's talk about this women's tag team match between Damage Control, Io Sky and Dakota Kai, versus Liv Morgan and Tegan Nox. Now, I actually enjoyed this match. It was pretty cool. I felt like all the women worked well together, and they had very good chemistry, and it just seemed like everyone was on point. Like, they have experience with one another. They really do, especially on NXT. More specifically, Tegan Nox, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. Those three really do have history with one another on what was the Black and Gold brand. So that was pretty cool. Let me say this, Extreme Liv busting out the kendo stick, I was totally here for it. I really was. And of course she couldn't use it because that would have disqualified her and Tegan in this whole women's tag team championship match. But I still kind of wanted her to do it. We knew they weren't going to win. The Damage Control has been on fire, and they're just building up, and they just keep going higher and higher, and they're just looking better in the ring each time they have a match. So I already knew what the outcome was going to be, so this would have been really cool. Let us talk about this mystery woman that kicked the shiznit out of Tegan Nox. I felt like Tegan Nox got her receipt. Like, you kick Io, mystery woman gonna kick you. It was crazy. I had no idea who the freak it was, but because social media exists, finding out that was Xia Li who kicked Tegan Nox. So I need to see where this goes. I need to see, is Xia Li on Damage Control's side? Is is something going on, because we got Nikki Cross kind of on the side of Damage Control. Are we going to get a Xia Li on there? Because Nikki Cross and Xia Li have been two women, very talented. It's always been kind of put on the wayside, doesn't win a lot. So I wonder if WWE is going with this whole storyline of Damage Control, trying to like grab these women who are underutilized and just building Damage Control to be a bigger faction. I don't know, maybe I'm just on my stuff and y'all gonna be like, B, you doing team too much right now. That don't make no sense. But that would be very interesting if that was the case, of building Damage Control into this bigger faction. That would be kind of cool. In the end, Damage Control won, and to the help of Xia Li, Damage Control was able to retain the Women's Tag Team Championships. LA Knight and Bray Wyatt segment. LA Knight done with the talking. He's full on traumatized with that whole being tied up and tortured. So for him to go and attack and freak up Bray Wyatt in the corner of the ring, and then Uncle Howdy, like physical, tangible Uncle Howdy coming out in the midst of Bray Wyatt getting freaked up, and was not expecting that. For a while, I was thinking that Uncle Howdy was just an extension of Bray Wyatt, and I didn't know how this whole Wyatt 6 would come into play, but Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy actually being two different people and showing that they're two different people. Oh, yes, like they're fine. Like this whole Wyatt 6 is getting realer and realer. Honestly, I'm just glad that this storyline is picking back up with momentum, because I feel like for a while it was getting a little stale and the storyline was moving around slowly. Like there were just peaks here and there in the middle of it when, LA Knight slapped Bray Wyatt like twice and they're in the ring and stuff. Like that was some sort of contact, but I felt like this storyline just needed something to happen. But I wasn't expecting this. I'm here for it, but I wasn't expecting this. The whole talking thing was great to build intrigue, but this type of action of Uncle Howdy coming out and the whole LA Knight beating up Bray Wyatt, and now LA Knight traumatized, and I was like, this is what the fans can actually hold on to. This is getting juicier and juicier. Ugh. I want to know who is under that mat. Like, who is Uncle Howdy? Like, who is playing Uncle Howdy? Like, you guys let me know in the comments who you think Uncle Howdy is. Behind the mask, who is he? Guys, my favorite match of the night, this Intercontinental Championship match between Ricochet and Gunther. Superb. Now, I had a feeling that Gunther was going to retain. But the beauty of this match was the fact that both competitors looked amazing. Gunther's chops are freaking lethal. When he chopped the crap out of Ricochet with that open strike, I really thought that Ricochet, all the air just went out of him. It was so funny. This small aerial wrestler trying to do a suplex on this big wrestling man. He didn't do it, but he gets A for effort. But then he came back and he did a vertical suplex on Gunther, and he executed that. I went off. I went off. I'm telling you, Ricochet just excels in high flying aerial moves and his agility, how quick he is. And then Gunther, him being such a manhandling, powerful wrestler, and those near falls, I'm telling you, they were freaking with me. Oh my gosh, there were times where I was second guessing my prediction of Ricochet not winning. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good. In the end, like I said, Gunther retained the Intercontinental Championship, and both men looked great after the match. Wasn't expecting Braun Strowman to come out, but this is just building up for the inevitable tag team match with Ricochet and Braun Strowman versus Imperium that we're going to be getting this coming Friday. So we're gonna see how that goes. Now, Roman Reigns has finally returned back to Friday Night SmackDown. So I'm just glad that Sami Uso, I don't even know what to call him anymore. I'm not even sure. I am just relieved that Sami wasn't bamboozled, but we can all see now more than ever that Kevin Owens stands between Sami and him becoming an adopted Uso. No more honorary. Yo, let me read a Roman Reigns quote that really got me to the core. It got me right in the feels. Roman Reigns said to Sami, "Tonight was going to be a good night for you, but we have a problem, a KO problem." When I tell you Sami Zayn's face, he looked so heartbroken and so sad. Like, I felt every single emotion that was on this man's face. I'm telling you, this man needs an Emmy already. I also will say this, man. I will say this. Sami needs to chill out and watch what he says, because him calling Kevin a friend and then, I misspoke. Was my friend. Do you want to get disowned quickly? Are you trying to drown now? At any moment, it could be done for you. But thankfully, Roman Reigns is going to allow Sami to prove himself with this match on December 30th when he teams up with Sami versus Kevin Owens and John Cena. John Cena, of all people. Kevin asked John to be his partner. I was super disappointed when we all found out that John Cena was not going to be physically in the arena and that he was just going to be via satellite. What I am excited about is Roman Reigns and John Cena being face to face again in this tag team match. We all know they have had their fair share of run-ins in the past.
He's a part-timing fake ass bitch.
Very funny ones, and I'm gonna need a promo battle before this match. I know we got some time. What? It's the 18th. It's on the tag team match is on the 30th. We got some time. I need to see John Cena out there, and I need to see Roman out there having some choice words. Like, I need this to happen. I need this for my soul. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought about Friday Night SmackDown. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.